Nobody knows what's going on in the government. Nobody knows what's going on in the White House. The more they may change, more things remain the same. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows how many people don't have jobs. Nobody cares how many people walking. Nobody gives a damn if you're about to lose everything you got. Nobody cares if you never own a thing. Nobody knows what I'm dreaming. Nobody knows what's on my mind. I'm dreaming of a change. Things can't stay the same. Nobody knows what's on my mind. Nobody knows the pain I feel. Nobody knows how I hurt inside. There are no tears in my eyes, but I feel like I'm crying. Nobody knows how I feel. Nobody knows. Nobody. Nobody cares. Oh no. Nobody gives a damn about you. Nobody gives a damn about me. You may be black, you may be white. If you don't have no money, you catch hell sleeping at night. 'Cause nobody cares. Nobody.
These people's names have been tarnished, their reputation besmirched. They have been talked about, accused of different things, and now they are proven innocent. How are you going to get the horse back in the... How will you restore these people's good name and reputation?
It's there because we want someone who loves our children, who want to make a difference in our community. That's right. It's not because we did something wrong. We just want something. We want to change. We want something better for our kids. Because Bruce County is made up of black kids. So who is best to go in our school system to teach our children and let them know that you can be somebody. You can be a barber. You can be a doctor. You could be a lawyer. You could be the best that you know how to be. You don't have to go to McDonald's and work. All right. You don't have to go to the city of equipment and then they teachers. You can be the best that you can be. That's right. So why are you all making us feel like we are criminals because we want the best for our children? I'm sorry, y'all, but I get very emotional. I don't want to think about what they did to us. If I don't talk about it, it's like a dream. But when I talk about it, it's reality. I had never been to jail. I had never had handcuffs on my arms. And that hurts. That hurts. People don't realize. They standing by looking at us, but they don't realize how this hurt us. Guys to go to jail with handcuffs on us. And people think about it. People know us. People know who we are. And how you dare them think that we are criminals? Yeah. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. It's hard. People looking at you that you did something wrong when you knew you did something wrong. I'm sorry.
We must thank Shaveen King. We must also thank Nancy Dennard for doing an outstanding job all the way. The NAACP has been here all the way. This is, of course, this is Lula Smart. All that she has been through. She violated no law. And if they had not stood their grounds, if they had plea bargained, we wouldn't have had this day. This case just may set a precedent here in Georgia and in the United States of America. This is a very high day, and we just hope that some conclusion can come to the other people that have been charged in what we believe was either a conspiracy or retaliation for Black African Americans dominating the Brooks County School Board of Education. This is the mother right here. And we want to thank, oh my God, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. That's Diane Thomas. She's one of the equipment 10 plus 2.
That's what I'm saying.
We're so thankful. So thankful. How you doing today? What do you want to say about it?
Oh, I just thank God. Thank God for this day that we've been waiting on for 4 years. I just thank God that justice was done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We can see that this is a very high score. Look at the young lady here. She's rejoicing. Excuse me. Lula Smart.
It's a wonderful
You may not understand this, but you don't have to see when people are innocent and when they hear people lie on the stand, they say that she dropped ballots in a box. She said she didn't. She said that Amy Braswell, a special agent of GBI, did not put the tape recorder on her desk as she testified under oath. Mr. Boone testified that she put bundles of ballots in the drop boxes outside of the post office. Apparently the jury just did not buy it. We also have the one pastor that have been all the way, hugging Diane Thomas. He marched with us. He protested with us. He cried with us. He wept with us. He wept with the equipment team all the way. This is a high day, and what is most embarrassing? There's not one TV station, no news media, no newspaper, no radio station to record this historic event. This is what Black African Americans must go through. Not to mention Secretary of State ignoring public meetings wherein all of this was brought up. The rejoicing. She praising God because she is a Christian. She is nothing what they claim her to be. She just praising God. Listen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Praise his holy name. He's worthy to be praised. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Praise his holy name. He's worthy to be praised. Thank you, Jesus.
These people's names have been tarnished, their reputation besmirched. They have been talked about, accused of different things, and now they are proven innocent. How are you going to get the horse back in the... How will you restore these people good name and reputation?
This is the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhines, and I just received the breaking news that we have a new mayor in Quitman, Georgia. Much like the Quitman 10+2, Nancy Dennard being the first president of the Brooks County Board of Education, and now we have James Brown III, the first Black African-American mayor of Quitman, Georgia.
Governor have made it very purposeful that they will send the message that if you are African American and if you run for office and if you honestly win the election, you will be punished.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation lied on the stand.
That's right.
Falsified documents.
That's right.
The Secretary of State lied on the stand.
Sure did.
Boone from the post office, who started this whole mess, lied on the stand. All to try to make these citizens look guilty.
Our attorney, Attorney King, had the opportunity to cross-examine the star witness of the prosecution, Mr. Boone of the United States Post Office. Mr. Boone testified that he had collected the names of and written the names of individuals that mailed in an absentee ballot. This is in violation of his charge and his oath as an officer of the United States Postal Service. I don't want my postman going through my mail and recording who I'm getting mail from. I don't expect my mailman to be recording who I'm sending my Christmas cards to. This is a free country. This is the United States of America. We don't spy on each other in this country. But what he was doing doesn't hold up to the light of day. He presented a list that he swore to of 15 names that he swore put in post office collection box all at the same time. And he swore by one person. Well, very interestingly, upon cross-examination, it was shown in black and white on the return envelope for absentee ballots that one was sent in with a date of July 5th, 2010, and one on a date of July 15th. He had previously testified that every ballot that came in was immediately stamped that day by the local Quitman post office and expeditiously delivered to the registrar of voters here in Brooks County. There were 10 days between the receipt of these two envelopes that he had sworn he recorded on the same day at the same time being deposited by the same person. As the defense attorney said, that is a lie. It was proven given to the jury, the judge, and all in the courtroom. These postmarked return envelopes showed the dates of July 5 and July 10, respectively. Those aren't recorded on the same day. Beyond this, that opened a can of worms that the defense attorney has exposed, that the prosecution does not have. Of those 15 ballots, they have but 2 of the originals. The other 12 are missing. They are unable to produce them. They brought out all the materials they contend that the prosecution has. Put the boxes out, let the defense attorneys go through them. That's all we have, and these documents are not in there. The original documents that he is making these salacious charges on are non-existent. The chief case agent of the GBI testified that she picked up many, many boxes from the election office here in Brooks County.
Ms. Braswell.
That is correct. Ms. Braswell testified. She also testified as an agent of the GBI that she turned over every bit, all of that material to the prosecution. All that's remaining today are what look to me like 3-4 small boxes of some evidence, some pieces of paper. The prosecutor is even admitting that they probably won't be able to find the originals. The judge has ordered them to produce the originals by the convening of court, in this case the next day on Tuesday. It is highly unlikely after all this. They have looked before. They will not find originals. They know they are not producible. Why do originals that are being used to tarnish the reputation and exposed to convictions of innocent people, why does that evidence suddenly totally disappear? And beyond that, the list that the registrar would have of individuals applying for these absentee ballots has disappeared. There is no record that these individuals, who the postal employee claims all mailed in their ballot on the same day, came in the same stack at the identical time, they never show on the records of having received a ballot. The ballots are dated by the post office itself 10 days apart. This is a miscarriage of justice in the state of Georgia that cannot be overlooked. The Secretary of State and the Governor have made it very purposeful that they will send the message that if you are African American, and if you run for office, and if you honestly win the election, you will be punished. The Governor, the Secretary of State are trying to intimidate and suppress the African American vote, since they know if the 400,000 registered African Americans in the state of Georgia that did not vote in the last election cycle come out and exercise a right that people have died for, the right to vote. If the African American community and all people of color exercise their constitutional right to vote, it will mean the demise of this white privileged aristocracy here in Georgia. That is not America. American, that is not worthy of the state of Georgia. This prosecution is a travesty. The prosecutors, the Secretary of State, the governor should be called out on what they have done to these women and called to publicly apologize for the 4 years that they have put them under this scrutiny and this character assassination. So that's how I feel about today.
In the first trial, 3 of the prosecution key witness was all found, I ain't gonna say found guilty, was all 3 of them was guilty of something, one thing or another. You had the, what's his name, the district attorney here?
David Miller.
David Miller. He was caught on perjury. On the stand. You have the old voter registration lady. What she was doing, she was taking ballots home with her.
Post office.
And once those ballots come in, those voter absentee ballots come in the office, they're supposed to be up on the lock and key. You're not supposed to be taking them home. You can add a 4th person in there because she had her granddaughter helping her with her.
The prosecution changed the wording on the ballots to prosecute Lula Smart. The language was not there in 2010. They changed it on the ballot to make it look like she was guilty. The prosecution suppressed evidence.
Yes, sir.
They hid evidence.
Show they did. I'm a witness.
They did. Show them. Speak it.
Hurts me. My county commissioners, Mr. S.O. Jones, Mr. Joe Wingate, and Mr. Howard Lawson find nothing wrong with this. They find nothing wrong with this. How much can one community endure to have the right to have our votes cast and counted for who we want to represent us?
I believe that we ought to demand, as concerned citizens,
Yes.
that they drop the charges on every remaining member.
Why are you out here today now?
I'm chairman of the Democratic Party of Georgia, here to introduce the Nunn campaign and to be with President Jimmy Carter on behalf of his son, Jason Carter's grandson, who's running for governor.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation lied on the stand,
That's right. Yes.
falsified documents.
That's right. Yes.
The Secretary of State lied on the stand.
Yes.
In the first trial, 3 of the prosecution key witness was all found, I ain't gonna say found guilty, was all 3 of them was guilty of something, one thing or another. You had the, what's his name, the district attorney here?
David Miller.
David Miller. He was caught on perjury. On the stand. You have the old voter registration lady. What she was doing, she was taking ballots home with her.
Post office.
And once those ballots come in, those voter absentee ballots come in the office, they're supposed to be up on the lock and key. You're not supposed to be taking them home. You can add a 4th person in there because she had her granddaughter helping her with her.